Hello, my name is Shadowlier, welcome back for another episode of Curtain of Steel in Supreme Mirror Ultimate, and we are continuing off, well, not exactly where we left off. We did go forward about a month, and not too much happened. A trade deal with Chile was offered, but that's about it. They bought a bit of metal ore, but like, nothing too important. We did get some of the power plants completed in here. I queued up another two, just so that we can get the electricity production high enough so that we can, you know, start expanding our productions elsewhere. Like, to be fair, we can always just buy some of the electricity that we need, but like, at some point there's a possibility that we'll just, you know, not have enough electricity available. Unemployment is starting to drop pretty low though, so we don't really want to increase the job market too much quite yet. We're also losing a bit of cash, but I think that's gonna be okay. Chile, let's have a look at what would you like. Fluorescent lighting, would you... Oh, you paid 2 million for that. That's not too much. Maybe the medical stuff might be more important. Yeah, that seems... Also, I did realize that Finland had researched the modern medical x-rays. I can buy that for a relatively low price from them. We've still got quite a bit of research going on. It's not necessarily the fastest research anymore, but we've got at least options available. There's not too much over here that we haven't either queued up or already researching, but there's a few options, but of course a lot of those we might be able to buy. Oh, there we go, another engineer. Let's send that into the power plant area to speed up construction there. Now that does mean that since we build the construction so much faster, that means that we don't really have time to sort of recover in terms of extra labor force and all that sort of stuff, so we might cause a bit of unintended consequences with building with extra speed. Plus, you know, it spends a fair bit more industrial goods when the engineers are helping. I mean, it's gonna... Oh, what's that? War in Korea. Oh, war declared. North Korea has launched a full offensive against South Korea. I suppose we shall support that. We shall support the war declaration itself. We'll see how that has an impact on the world, though. It might not be the best thing, but you know, do we have... We got some troops in here. Do we have military access through Korea? We got air transit, free trade and an embassy. I wonder if we could perhaps negotiate some full transit treaty. What do you... Well, you probably want a bit of cash in addition to that. Let's slow down a little bit, and we shall send in potentially a bit of troops. I don't think we have that much. Ooh, is this a land production? This is actually a land production area. A lot of options there. Okay, so what we'll probably do is we'll put in... Well, combat engineers could be fine. I think that's probably one of the better ones that we have. Although, actually, this peasants might be better at close quarters. Yeah, it is better at close quarters, but worse at the other things. So we'll get some combat engineers here. We'll get some tanks. We'll get the IS-2s. Then a bit of artillery. Oh, is this? Okay, it doesn't have that long range compared to a lot of the other things. We'll probably buy, or not buy, build more of these. And then maybe we'll get some supply trucks in here. We'll put all of these to be deployed automatically. So we can get a bit of troops, and then let's go ahead and get some of the troops from here. Get them at least to Vladivostok region. And from there we can maybe send some of them in. And maybe, you know, do a bit of a proxy war here. Now I did say that, or I think I said that in the first episode, that I personally will not be destroying any nations. If other nations do, like the war in Korea, then I am okay with that. Oh, we do have full transit treaty. Right, so another thing that we might want to do is a line of sight treaty. So we can actually see what's going on in there. They are losing a bit of... Oh, wow, there's a lot of warfare in here. Oh, man. Sending troops into that is going to be a mess, to say the least. You know what? One thing that I could do, I could provide them with a bit of military goods. Because we got a decent bit. We got 100 tons. How much do they have? Or 100,000 tons. They got only 20 and they need a lot more. So let's just send in 20,000. at that. What would they... 8 million, okay, now. I think I'm just going to give that for free. They're kind of a member of our alliance anyway. There's quite a bit of warfare in there. I suppose I could send in these troops. I mean, I don't know if all of these are going to be the best of the best, but they can at least give some help. Get them to Wonson. Let's entrench them there. If we can bring in the air guns and a bit of artillery in here, that might already make quite a difference in this warfare. I don't know if they'll ever get very far in this war, because it's going to be high concentration. There's going to be a lot of garrisons in everywhere, basically, and all that sort of stuff, so it's not really going to be all that useful sending all the troops in. But especially bringing in some artillery with a lot of shells to fire into the enemy lines, that could be helpful. You know, at least we can see what's happening there. So let's take the AT and tank and reconnaissance. Let's entrench them into that. That seems to be a nice little strong point in the line there. Or like important, because there's both a road and a railway going through there. So if we can hold on that, I think it will be appreciated. We can entrench these a little bit further back. And then the artillery and such, that once they arrive here, we'll maybe get somewhere over here. I don't know where exactly. I don't know how long of a range they have. The amount of planes around here has certainly reduced. Oh, and the consumer goods price is still a bit too high according to them. Oh well, let's actually have a look. Did that have an impact on nations like Finland? It's still aligned. They are still friendly. Sweden, well, it's not necessarily the best situation right now there. We could maybe sell them a bit of tech. Slowly start turning them out towards us. And, oh, right, the war in Vietnam is still ongoing as well. I mean, it's just the Civil War, or the Independence War, rather, right now in there. Wait, oh no, that's just a dictatorship. Never mind. Right, so I suppose we should have a bit more troops in here somewhere. I mean, we've got a bit down there. Oh, did I not bring these in? We've got some AA in there, at least. Let's just take these. I can probably entrench them in here. And start shooting down some of the enemy planes. Not going to commit my troops fully in there. I'm just going to, you know, support. This is a proxy war after all. And we got the artillery. We're going to entrench them over there as well. I don't... Actually, how long a range do you have? 32, so that would be up to 3 tiles away? It'll be fine. So, for example, over here we'd be doing some bombardment then. I guess both sides are losing a lot of troops. And I think North Korea is kind of having the upper hand right now. I'm not taking any damage yet. There's just not a lot of troops there. Have we got on? Okay, yeah, we got on a little bit more troops, so I'm just gonna send them over here. What I can do, I can move in the artillery over there. It's just I want to have some other cannon fodder in there first, so that the artillery is not going to be destroyed from the get-go. Okay, I think my artillery is now firing, maybe? Seems to be slowly running out of supplies there, so, well, not necessarily running out, but using some supplies there, so yeah, they are probably firing into one of these provinces. I don't know which one they are firing on, to be fair. It looks like it's not too bad situation. Oh, we've got another 2 artillery and a heavy tank, so I'm just gonna entrench these in here as well. The more I provide, the better it's gonna be for us. And Sweden did buy the research. For a not very good price, to be fair. But we can probably sell it to some other nations as well. For example, how about Germany? Got 800 million. You can give me 26. What about Poland? 22. So again, not very high, but we are a rank 1 in the knowledge index there. So we've got most of the, or the highest amount of text, not necessarily the best text, but at least the highest amount. There's a lot of fighting in here. How about we send in our frontline troops a bit forward. Including some of the tanks from here. We'll leave at least one over there behind. But like, if they do try to get through here like that one, that's gonna get some combat. Did I take any damage there? Probably not. Not yet, at least. Although there is a lot going on in here. Oh, and there's a fortification over there. Okay, so breaking through that might be a bit difficult. Let's just entrench the artillery and all that over here behind our own troops. We'll make sure that at least our troops will stand in between. Now, it looks like the South Korean is now sending a lot of troops to the eastern flank there. There's a lot of bombardment going on. Have I taken damage yet? No, not really. I don't know if I've actually been bombarding then either. Probably not. Oh wait, no, we're taking neutral fire. Well, I'm not gonna officially take part in this war. You know, we just got some troops on vacation here or something. I don't know. Do we have... Oh yeah, we got... Oh, there's an infantry battalion coming in. We got some of the troops over here. And this is actually going to be useful artillery because this one's got a bit longer range. I'm just going to entrench them there. Actually, no. If we entrench them in here, then we'll have up to... Actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should, even from there, you should be able to bombard in here. Oh, we're taking a little bit damage in here. Nothing too bad yet. But we might need to pull some of these back eventually. Casus Belli. Casus Belli is his justification to go into war. Yeah, alright. Do I have war justification against them? 13%, so not good enough yet. But again, I won't be destroying the nation. If I'm going to be conquering something, I'm just going to make them a colony. Which, to be fair, I think it doesn't remove them from the list. Perhaps that leaves some things to be decided. Right, so how much do we have? Still got 100,000 tons. I'm guessing North Korea, on the other hand, doesn't have quite as much. I know they got 18 tons. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 90 days. I'm going to provide about 500 tons for free. So that is going to allow them to repair a little bit. And we'll still have enough production and all that sort of stuff to accumulate some for ourselves. But they, surprisingly enough, did take the deal. Where's the artillery? There's the artillery. Okay, so it's getting closer. Oh, are they actually sending troops in here? Well, looks like... Let's actually have a look at the losses here a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see. So unit kills. Oh, so North Korea has actually destroyed more. Although North Korea has also lost a few. But France has... No, that's probably against Vietnam. Yeah, and then United States has destroyed a few units over here. Probably mostly with their Air Force. Which, if they do send Air Force in here, then we got our anti... Oh, wow, that's quite advancing in there. Flanking the capital. Right, so I don't know if this one's actually firing or not. In theory, it should be. Should probably be bombarding something in here. Oh, they got some infantry over there. We got a bit of combat going on in here. None of our troops are too badly hurt, at least. Though we're taking some fire, but we're not in the front line, which is kind of the ideal situation for us. Our artillery can do a lot of damage on them, but we won't be taking too much damage ourselves. And there is certainly a lot of troops in here that might be surrendering soon. I mean, I think the fortification over there... I mean, I suppose there's a lot of artillery somewhere in the rear here, isn't it? Taking neutral fire. Yeah, no, that's fine. One thing that I suppose I could do... Oh, I got an air unit over here. I'm gonna send it over there. And we're trying to take land over here, but if they do get close enough for me to fight them, then they are gonna get a bit of a surprise. Now, have we gotten any more troops built? We've gotten another artillery piece, so we'll have a lot of artillery in here by the end of this, I reckon. Not that that's a bad thing. Like, if you've got decent enough front line and a lot of artillery, that is an easy way to win pretty much any engagement, assuming that you've got your supplies in sufficient numbers. Yeah, no, the AI is actually doing relatively well over here in the east. Now, this urban area over here is really difficult to advance into, so I'm not really blaming them for not taking too much out of this. Let's put an air patrol over here. It'll provide some patrol or air coverage for the troops here. It'll be using a bit of fuel and all that, but I'm not too worried about it. Looks like, okay, there's going to be another infantry destroyed. We might be able to capture the military base soon. If they can pull that off, then that's going to cut off... Well, to be fair, they don't produce any in there, but that is a place where they could repair troops. Or we will be able to repair at some point. You know what? We got this stack over here. How about we just send them over here? We'll take this stack and change them closer. I think we will be firing in there. Or not. Ah. Alright, can I at least move in there? No, I think Korea needs to get in there first. Oh, yeah, they just decided to move me out of the way. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Oh, right, that's entrenching. Okay. That's what they're doing. I don't... No, I think there is a bit of fighting, although is that just... It might just be the infantry regiment there that's doing the fighting. So what I'm basically doing here is just taking some of the hits for them. Oh, and they pushed me out. Alright. Okay, well, one thing that I suppose I could always just do is send these into my closest barracks and gift the troops into all for Korea. So what is that? It doesn't have a name, does it? So I have a suspicion that, yeah, these troops might not be doing all that much. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take pretty much all the land troops in here. And reserve them in there. So does this place have a name? It's just 1584179. Don't know if we have any more troops there, but let's have a look. Units. Just trying to see if we have any of those in there. If oh, well, we got one over there at least. Also, units by locate. Oh, there we go. That's going to be useful. There we go. So there's an engineer, parachute, and an infantry. We'll give that for nothing. They should be heading out there soon. If we just provide them with some better tools, and that should be fine. We don't necessarily lose our own units in the process either, so that should be good. Looks like the... Oh yeah, we need to increase the buy price over here a little bit. So the consumer goods price has been increasing steadily. Now, how are the... Oh, we've got on the electricity production over here. I think... No, we still need a bit more. How's the unemployment, though? 4.2%, so we can't afford increasing it too much. To be fair, the research center is going to be another one in there. That will take some time. Oh, actually, one thing that I should probably do then is make sure that these productions over here are no longer being auto-deployed. So that we can just pick up the troops from there later. They got the engineer and parachute over there. They're not a good supply though, so they'll need to wait a little bit. But now that we're getting the tanks and all that in here, let's just wait maybe a day more before we'll start sending or selling more troops to them. There is a lot of combat in here right now, and I think my troops, I don't know if we really actually helped or not. There's a lot of combat going in here, but I think there's some, well, there's the American, oh yeah, there is American troops in here. I actually wonder. No, I don't think there's going to be too much that I can do about this, other than gift the troops, I suppose. Right, so to gift them to troops, we of course need to go in here. Is it sort of along the region again? Oh, right, it was only showing the infantry anyway. Right, let's have a look at the tanks in here. We know that it was the... this one. So there's the tanks. Let's have a look at the recon, there's probably some over there as well. The infantry. At least one motorized battalion. Then we know that there is some anti-tank guns. Or tank destroyers. Actually, surprisingly many in here. And then artillery. We have definitely made quite a few in there. Some of which are actually quite fresh. And then we could maybe send in a bit of transports as well. Like at least some of the supply trucks. Right, so that is actually quite valuable. Or quite a bit of value on those troops there. And if we just sell all of that, they're just going to appear from here. And then hopefully they'll make their way. Canada and South Korea have made an alliance. Oh, right, we don't have an alliance yet. That's why we couldn't help. Right, okay, let's go ahead and get a formal alliance going. In which case, I could actually start deploying these troops back again. If I'm allied with them, my troops can actually help. Speaking of which, we got an infantry battalion in one sound, but that's probably just fine. Right, so we got the formal alliance, we gave them the troops. So I have a, yeah, there's a lot of troops going through here now. That's good. I actually wonder, how many nations am I allied to? Albania, Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, East... Okay, so it's basically the Warsaw Pact, North Korea, and... Yeah, no, that's about it. Well, that's not too bad. Although I do wonder how it has an impact on our relations elsewhere. It's probably not helping them. Well, let's have a look at Sweden. Is there any... I don't think we can... Oh, you got modern military bridges, eh? How about I buy that from you? And what about Finland? Do you have anything? Not really. I could maybe sell you something. Get a bit of cash out of it. Because we are actually losing some cash right now. But there we go. They got some of the new units in here. Actually, I don't know if these are the units that I sold them. I think that one is. And then some of these are... No, don't send that supply truck in there, please. I mean, it can help you, you know, supply things, of course. How much do they have supplies right now? Come to think of it. 16,000. We got 119. I mean, we're still giving them 500 per day, so at least it's going to allow them to continue fighting. And there's more reinforcements incoming. Tanks and all that. Right, so now that we've got the alliance going, we can at least support them. Let's just go ahead and take the supply truck from here. And bring it down there, I think. What I'll probably start doing is I'll start gathering up artillery and AA guns and such. To be fair, I didn't give the AA guns there. Right, how about we have a look at the troops in here. Reserve units. Can I have a look at that one? And only the land troops. Okay, there is quite a bit of AA guns. There's some light guns. Alright, that's the AT gun. What about you? You got 13 kilometer range. I think some of these should have longer. Probably the ones that aren't light. No, I think most of these are just light. Okay, let's get 2 of them. So we can provide a bit of coverage in there. Against the enemy planes, although we probably won't be doing all that much. Right, so we got both the deals done with both Finland and Sweden. Let's have a look at the text. We got metal alloy airframes. Yeah, that seems like they might be interested in that. Sweden, you're still allied or aligned to the NATO, but perhaps I could sell you something. Gun design modifications. Let's see, we've still got plenty of food. Oh, food production cost is starting to be a bit high. Right, so how about we reduce that to like 110% demand? Rubber is already kind of in a similar situation. Timber, we could actually sell some timber now. Let's increase the minimum price though to at least 10, because that's kind of the production cost there. I suppose I could increase the production to be like 100. Let's go 130% of the demand. So we'll produce at least a little bit extra and sell that. Petroleum is still like we are producing a ton of it. We're not really making that much money out of it, so we could perhaps go for like 150% demand or something like that. That should help. Then coal we have... Oh yeah, that's fine. Metal ore is actually really profitable. So this is something that I might actually just increase production. Just for the heck of it. Because if we can make more money, we can make more money. So get some more mines over there at least. Which, that area does have pretty good supply. We've got 82% over there at the sort of supply depot region. And it does spread pretty nicely. Not perfectly, mind you, but pretty nicely regardless. How is the power right now? It's not too bad. We might have to increase the... Well, let's increase that by as needed price to the max again. Or as high as possible. So we've got on this in here. We've still got the plane flying about. Not entirely sure how much of a work it's actually doing for us, but it's probably better than nothing. Oh, they managed to get... Oh! I think our tanks help quite a bit in here. I wonder if they'll be able to break through... Well, I might not be able to break through all the way. But we're certainly getting a lot closer. There we go. That's got to be another one captured. Nicely done, North Korea. Nicely done. And if we can either... Well, I mean, yeah, if Korea annexes South Korea, or North Korea annexes South Korea, then that's going to be one less for the NATO. Or if they make it a puppet, then that's also going to be one less for them. But I think the AI usually just annexes things, to be fair. Let's go ahead and stop these patrols because they're not doing all that much. Needs to rest it a little bit. Right, so we've got the infantry battalion there. We'll just leave it there for now. The AA guns have arrived. So we'll entrench them over here. So they're close. They can provide a bit of support against enemy planes if need be. But they won't be doing too much, I reckon. And have we got on any more troops here? We got another artillery piece. Let's go ahead and send that in, probably there. We'll gather up a bit of the supply trucks and artillery pieces and just start producing more in here. Oh. We captured Seoul. Where's the capital now? Oh wait, no, that's just a base, military base, but the capital itself hasn't been captured yet. We've done good headway, that's for sure. And some of those our troops are pretty experienced by now. Are they actually... that scout car is still quite well sustained in there. Oh, we managed to push it out. There we go. Oh, are they using the artillery in the front row? Oh yeah, they're using the artillery in the front row. Well, that's the downside of trusting the AI with your troops. It sometimes does quite idiotic decisions. Not always, but sometimes. Now, to be fair, we are only playing at high difficulty on the military. Actually, if we have a look at the settings, I can show you those real quick. So, military, economic, and diplomatic are all hard. Nuclear weapon penalties, high. Approval effects, high. World volatility, medium. Random events, low. But yeah, that should be alright. I have set it so that the units are eliminated on fall, because it's way too easy for snowballing effects. Oh, Muscat and Man moved to NATO leaning. Okay. I haven't been trading with them, to be fair. Okay, there we go. The artillery is slowly moving in. Go ahead and bring these closer. Start shooting over there. With the supply trucks and all that in here, that should make quite a difference. In terms of the... Well, actually, it's going to help a lot of the... Korean artillery as well, isn't it? And Chile wants to buy some metal ore again. I'm going to put auto accept on Chile because they do give good money. Oh, there we go. Now we're firing. We weren't doing that before, but now we are. Oh man, there's only one garrison left in Seoul. So thus far, North Korea is doing fairly well. I mean, we did give them a lot of supplies and troops, so that should make quite a difference in the warfare. But we are definitely out of time with this episode now, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.